Following this, we had the WWE Divas Championship. We were actually all kind of shocked. I mean, not that we put a whole lot of thought into the Divas Championship, but Kelly actually beat CM Punk's current girlfriend in real life, Beth Phoenix, with the roll-up. Beth Phoenix came out with Natalya with their super serious butch gimmick they have going on. Personally, I'm not a big fan of this because how are you going to take Beth Phoenix, try to establish her as a monster, and then have her lose to the John Cena of the Divas division, the super fake Kelly? And I'm not even talking body-wise.
What are you dissing any diva for? What's the point in that?
That's the thing. Beth Phoenix and Natalya are
Super fake.
Beth Phoenix and Natalya are not the same. Beth Phoenix and Natalya are a different kind of diva, a dominating diva. Kelly is smiley, crowd pandering. She is exactly why we hate Cena.
No, that's not why I hate Cena.
Well, she kind of represents what's wrong with the Divas division now.
She's a face?
If you go back and look at girls like Trish Stratus, they were actually attractive, could actually work a good match. They could actually entertain you.
That's
Even
more
Mickey
WWE's
James,
fault than anything.
Yeah,
They don't push the divas.
Yeah, Kelly needs to be a valet.
Impact does absolutely
nothing.
nothing right, but they
Hey,
actually do the divas better than WWE does.
Yeah, they do divas better than Dave Bautista could ever imagine. I think personally, if we listen to the crowd reaction to Karma, when Karma destroys bitches, people were excited for Divas division for the first time ever.
No.
Beth Phoenix could take that role.
Nobody can do a move to Karma.
That's the idea. She was dominant.
Yeah, but I don't want to watch a match where all
Yeah,
little
but Bertha
skinny
Faye
girls
was
can't do
dominant too, but
anything.
nobody cared.
Yes, but nobody knocked her up. I might also mention that Kelly was accompanied to the ring by Eve Torres, or as WrestleCrap.com has labeled her, the result of Rob Conway's sex change. Let's look at this logically. Let's look at the WWE fan base, okay? There is a lot of virginity and jilted high schoolers out there who are ignored by the female population. I mean, that's why they watch wrestling in the first place. Let's be honest with you. Who wouldn't want to see these model-esque women get destroyed? I'm talking pandering to this lowest common denominator fan base, which is something they can really do with Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Have some serious wrestlers rather than these models who were trained for a year and gone out there to botch moves worse than Sin Cara.
It goes back to the whole valet thing. Miss Elizabeth's one of the most revered women in the business. Never talked, just went out there and looked pretty. I mean, you could do that with somebody.
We were just discussing before this. Look at the divas that were over. Look how over Lita was at the time. We talked about Lita's thong. Yes, Lita got the thong over, but at least Lita was also the first woman before Trish got really good that actually got out there and did things. Some of them can't work. I think some of them can.
And you're still eliminating.
Are you saying that we are never... Are we never to take the Divas division seriously? Are we supposed to gawk at their asses for their 5-minute match? Or is it too much to ask that maybe we would reserve that for our internet browsing past midnight?
You can name me any women wrestlers that are super great wrestlers.
No, we're not going to have 5-star matches, but maybe we can have something that we can invest in. Why were we fans of Trish Stratus? Her looks, yes.
The reason it became popular was because they look good.
Right.
It wasn't because they could wrestle.
So you wouldn't want to see a Trish Stratus who could actually work and look good.
Okay, but they're rare is what I'm telling you.
You have them. They're having them get rolled up by a 105-pound Maxim model.
You were calling the two that you were just bragging about earlier butch.
Yes! That's what I want to see. I want to see women that can work.
Well, I understand that, but I'm telling you they got popular because their looks.
Would you kick Beth Phoenix out of bed?
I couldn't kick her out if I tried.
Quote of the night right there, people.
Okay.
She
Right
would
there.
rape me, I'm telling you. There would be no escape.
It could be
Would Ray
worse.
Liotta be there?
It could be worse. It could be X-Pac.
God, Ray Liotta ruins every conversation I've ever had.
Following the Divas match, we had a backstage promo with R-Truth, where Jimmy Hart appeared trying to recruit R-Truth into the First Family once again. Actually, it seemed like R-Truth was buying it until he put the words Little and Jimmy together and chased Jimmy Hart off. Anyone have any thoughts on this segment?
One of the funniest segments I've seen in a while.
R-Truth is currently my favorite character on television right now.
I agree with you. He's up there. He's very up there.
This guy needs a bigger push. I don't like that 1 month on and off with Cena. I hope they go somewhere with this conspiracy with Triple H.
Even if they don't push him, they still kind of push him. Because, I mean, he was in that 3-man, and you were thinking, well, we won't ever see R-Truth again tonight. And he still cut a promo in the back after his match was over.
Tony, you were a fan of R-Truth mainly because of your ability to mimic his voice perfectly, you know, other than Wade Barrett, Booker T, and everyone else you do. I want to get your opinion on this because me and you text each other about R-Truth probably daily. Are we going to see R-Truth pushed again, or is he going to be an upper mid-card act forever?
I think he's doomed for the upper mid-card right now, but with everything that's happening, the whole conspiracy thing might be something they could play on.
Tell you what, we'll get into the finish of the pay-per-view later, but I think the best part about what's going on in WWE right now is questions like this, for once, don't have answers.
Me and you talked about before, this is the first time in our adult life that we have no clue of what's going to happen.
Daniel Bryan lost on pay-per-view, which was shocking because of the briefcase. Wade Barrett comes out with his NXT jacket, gets the pinfall with Wasteland clean. Is Wade Barrett finally getting that main event's post-Nexus push, we think? Or is this just another bump in the road for the SmackDown mid-card?
Just a bump in the road. I'm not impressed with Wade Barrett. I'm sorry, he's boring to me.
That's why he needs Jericho.
Yeah.
The reason Bryan put Barrett over is because Barrett needed that win a lot more than Bryan did. Because Bryan's already over. I mean, he's like Booker T's best friend. I mean,
He's in his fave 5.
D-Bra.
Let me ask you guys this, because this is kind of a thought I had. I think maybe now I'm not totally sold that Daniel Bryan's going to be at WrestleMania. You think he's going to be at WrestleMania?
Negative. He's not going to last that long. Like, I mean, here's the thing. If he saves it and he wants to go in a clean match, whoever he goes up against, I think he will lose. That's just my personal opinion.
He may be the first guy to lose Money in the Bank.
It could be. I mean, that's
the second guy.
He'll be in a record book.
Now, I have a thought that maybe this is a Daniel Bryan heel turn in the makings. Maybe Daniel Bryan spends the next 6 months talking about how he's going to cash it at WrestleMania, and then he comes out, cashes it, just like everyone else ever has, and basically says to everyone, screw you, I wanted to be the champion, the WrestleMania thing was a diversion. Do you see this happening, or is Daniel Bryan going to carry this to WrestleMania, and what we think the consensus is maybe lose?
My thought is it's going to be him versus CM Punk at WrestleMania somehow. I see CM Punk getting the belt back, pretty much doing this just to stick it to
SmackDown.
Ring of Honor.